I want to try something new here, a little video blog, a vlog if you will. It's going to be called TotalGeek Package, because that's kind of what I'm about. I do a little bit of everything, dabble in web design, do a lot of video work, toys, do video games, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I have on occasion gone into dungeons and fought dragons, so I just thought this would be a good way just to kind of talk about all the things that are interesting to me. And you can be a Christian and be a geek. I totally, completely believe that. So and being a geek is not about judging what other people do. It's more about acceptance and just being passionate about things. And you can be geeky about anything. There's people that are geeking. You can be geeky about sports. You got your diehard sports fanatics that can tell you how many touchdowns Emmitt Smith made in his third season, or how many home runs Wade Boggs hit. You can be geeky about a lot of different things. So I'm just going to share a little bit of what I'm about. My parents were great. They bought us a lot of toys when we were kids, and we've kept most of them. Now, that's what's in these boxes are some stuff that's been in my attic for literally 20 years. I got to thinking these toys are probably a little over 30 years old, and they've been used. These are not mint condition. Now, I have some Star Wars stuff, but I can't find all of them. I know they're around here somewhere. Yo, Joe! This was one of my GI Joe. Loved these things when I was a kid. Of course, you had the little stickers you could put on. It was used. I mean, this thing, when I was a kid, when I played with toys, we played with toys. We were not easy on them at all. Of course, the Cobra, and y'all are going to probably want to revoke my geek card because I can't remember what this was called. Because if you're bad guys and you got some good guys, you could go after them. Now this, what I'm fixing to get out, was not an officially GI Joe toy, but this was one of the beefiest. I had so much fun playing with this thing because this is like solid metal, and it's this destroyer tank my parents got me, and I mean this thing is durable. Of course, it had to be. One thing I liked about the GI Joe toys that I always thought was cool was the when on the back of the cards you have these really cool little bios about the characters, and it was neat. That kind of stuff, I don't know why, but even when I was a kid I thought that was really cool. Destro, one of my favorite bad guys. Jinx, she came out a little bit later, a little ninja. Tunnel Rat, I like that character. I don't know why, but I did. There was a Doc, Frostbite. So that was one of the neat things with the toys that I thought was pretty neat anyway. And my mom was nice enough. She boxed all this stuff up, and she's kept a lot of it. She gave it to me when I moved out. Like I said, I really collected these things, so I still have all these cards. Oh yeah, and I painted that. That's some original artwork right there. I don't know if you guys remember. I know they don't really do this anymore with toys, at least not that I know of, but you could get proof of purchases, and then you could save them up and you could send off for some special edition stuff. I don't know if I can find him in here. I don't know if I still have him, but you could send off for Serpentor. Don't know if he's going to be in here. I haven't gone through this stuff. I got it down out of the attic today, so we're just going to see. My friend showed me, and I kind of wish he wouldn't have showed me this. Most of my GI Joe guys are in pieces because there's a little screw on the back of these things, and you can take them apart, and then there's got a little rubber band that kept the body together, the torso and the legs. But then you could put so I put a different arm on Destro's body, and so most of my guys, unfortunately, and then of course they would break, and so my mom, being the ingenuity, her favorite thing to do was hot glue. So this guy's legs are hot glued to his body, so there's there's no getting that guy apart. That's pretty much what they're going to be, just pieces, because I was dumb and took them apart. But like I said, they were toys to be played with, and so, you know, that's exactly what I did. I don't think this ninja head went with that body, but I think it looks cool. You know, Cobra Commander with another GI Joe arm. You know, that's pretty. I thought that was kind of neat. Oh man, what was his name? Quick Kick. His legs. That guy was a lot of fun. This guy was cool. And he still actually has his rifle with him. So you know, I don't think this was Storm Shadow, but it might have been Storm Shadow at one point. This is not a GI Joe, but in the 80s, and I'm sure they still have these around somewhere, but they did these Bible toys. So this used to be David as a boy fighting Goliath. I don't know what happened. The Goliath is probably long gone. But one of the other proof of purchases that you could get, I remember, was this was just a random character, but they made the Fridge, the football player, the Fridge. They actually made a G.I. Joe character of him. He's probably in pieces in this bag or in another bag somewhere. So then we've got the good old G.I. Joe helicopter. I don't think she's flight worthy anymore, but this was of course the TIE Interceptor, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, hot glue. As you can see, hot glue was my mom's favorite tool, so you kind of get the idea on that. Then this thing was, I really like this. I don't know why I like this so much, but this was Star Wars, of course, one of their little skiffs from Jabba's palace, flying over the desert, Tatooine. But you know, you turn this, the little fins on the back turn, and again, 20, 30 years, no, more than 20. This is about 30 years old, maybe a little bit older. Last box. I believe this was the Snowcat. Could be wrong. This is not the Snowcat because this is a Cobra vehicle. One of the cool things about the G.I. Joe toys that I don't know, it's dumb, but I liked it. You could put the stickers on. So, you know, it came with stickers, it came with just a blank, and then you just get to peel the stickers off and put them on yourself. This is a 12-wheel monstrosity. I have no idea what the makers are thinking with purple and neon green, unless you want to be a target, and then this would be a great way to get shot at. But you know, then of course can't go wrong with old Captain America from 1980 something. Yeah, this was my Chewbacca, you know, from whatever era, you know, 1980 something. Unfortunately, we had dogs, and one of the dogs we had liked to chew on toys that I would forget to leave out. So this poor Chewbacca, missing a leg. It was a Star Wars was rough on him. Crazy Cobra guy. Looks like a cross between Killer Croc and Bane. Hey, this guy's still intact. It still even has his little underwater jetpack. I think this is probably one of the very first G.I. Joe guys I got. His legs are a little wobbly. Oh man. Check that out. Oop, come on. Because you know every Joe needs a helicopter pack, jetpack thing. I could use one of those for the commute to work. Let's see. Back in the 80s, Lex Luthor got some kind of power suit, and so he could go toe-to-toe with Superman.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. It's here, the G.I. Joe collection.
He's in pieces. There was like this little holographic looking thing on his chest, and you could scratch it, and apparently it fell out, or I peeled it out. Who knows what I did with it. We were talking about him earlier, Tunnel Rat. I believe this is either Luke, probably Luke. It might be Wedge, but yeah. I don't remember who this guy is, but I remember I liked playing with him a lot. He was a cool guy. One of the, I think they were called the Dreadnoughts, Zartan's guys. I never got a Zartan. I never had a Zartan. I had a friend that had him. He was kind of cool because if you got him in sunlight, he would turn blue. Grunt, I do remember him just because of the name Grunt. And of course his legs are hot glued because he broke. And my mom fixed him because that's what she does. She uses hot glue to fix everything. I think this guy goes with this. Again, this was just, this guy, I'm sure most of you had something like this when you were kids. Parachute, you chunk him and he was supposed to float down. Never could get this thing to work right. Never, I don't know. It just never worked out right. Of course, all the Joes, you know, had their specialities. You got your water guy, you got your snow guy, jungle warfare guy. Then we've got this amazing tank. Drive this way, shoot behind you. And then I believe this was the actual snowcat. Always had so much fun with this thing. I thought this was one of the coolest toys in my collection. We had a little steering wheel, but you could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 GI Joe guys in here. Again, they had the cool stickers on this, but it broke, as with so many other things. This was a cool Star Wars toy. I really like this robot, the medical droid. I don't know what happened to his head. This was a cool toy. The tank, I don't remember again. I'm old, so I don't remember names of these toys. So, again, G.I. Joe, Cobra. Cobra, what were you thinking? A purple diver? What? I don't know what color, why they, I mean, I understand, I guess they're trying to do different colors, but realistically, purple, not probably a great idea. But you put the mask on him, and it turns out kind of cool. This was Deep Six's little underwater craft. So, you know, so I'm actually really surprised at how much I still have. I mean, this is, congratulations, Mom. One of those little Tron type motorcycles. Before Batman had his little bike, G.I. Joe had this. So this was I like this little thing. It was a little helicopter. I'm waiting for this to actually come out in real life so I can fly to work instead of driving, because driving is not fun. Then of course, if you play Battlefield today, before there was Battlefield, we had G.I. Joe. I don't even remember this, but it's cool. This might have been my brother's, or I just may have gotten two. But another little helicopter that is in pieces. Yep. Look at this. Look at this. That pops right there. That pops right there. And boom. Apparently, Cobra was all about being fabulous, because another purple Cobra. That goes right there. This goes right here. You have a complete vehicle. Love it. Something like that. You know. So this was really cool. This was, but it's a F-16 Tomcat G.I. Joe. So you're going really fast, and then you need to get an actual dogfight, and you're good to go. Whoop, what did I just? Again, it had all the stickers you could put on there. And then, you know, you could put the it had places for missiles, but it's still, so that is a good chunk of my G.I. Joe collection. And it's kind of neat going back, because I remember I spent many hours playing G.I. Joes and just having fun. And so, you know, that's part of what being a geek is finding something you're passionate about and enjoying it. It's been a while since, it's taken me some time to figure it out. As I've gotten older, I'm getting more comfortable, and, you know, I'm all about being a geek and just enjoying things, enjoying technology, enjoying just having fun, you know. So if you're into collecting toys, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're into playing video games, go for it. It's what you enjoy. So there's no reason to be judging people for what they want to play or what they're into. You know, I don't get staying up till 10 o'clock playing softball, but people are into that. Hey, that's fine. Go for it. Knock yourself out. it's just not my thing. That's all the G.I. Joe guys I can find for right now. This is pretty much all the toys I think I have or had. I don't remember having any others, but I do remember just having a shelf in my room just full of these things. There we go. I'm going to call this the first episode of the Total Geek package. There may be some episodes I'd like to try to get some other people involved and just kind of maybe have a discussion on all things geekiness. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, let me know, and if you didn't, just move on along. I don't need to know that you didn't like it. I'm fine. Okay. So yeah. So until next time, I guess that will be it.